they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Marvin Hall on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Huntley. He got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Huntley to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
From the gun, Huntley. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
56 from Mark, boy. 56. Check, 56.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Gain of 26 yards.
So I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. From the gun, it's Haskins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's third down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown,
Cordero Patterson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Ravens nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they... And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Quentin Jefferson busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Operating from the gun, Huntley. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Mixon with a first down carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Huntley. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On first down, Huntley. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Ravens nothing. Chris Boswell.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So still 14 yards to go, second down.
34, Mike 34. Scoot. Hey, tight. Let's go, hey. Go, Mike 34.
Operating from the gun, Huntley. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Quick throw taken in by Snead. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd and 2, Huntley. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
On 4th down, Huntley. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Oh, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
34's the Mike. 34's the Mike. He's coming. Check in. Here we go.
Trying to run the option here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. I'm coming after you.
That's out to the left flat and complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Big stop, G. Big stop. 19 tight. 19 tight. We got 25
To throw, Huntley. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Back to throw. Huntley toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Come on. Come on, D. Mike, 55. Mike, 55.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Huntley, and now he'll tuck, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Ravens 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out.
And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool, 77 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Boswell for the extra point.
Point after.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Ravens 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
1st and 10.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. He's scared. 34's a Mike. 34's a Mike. He's counting. Check him. Check him. Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
Off the play fake. Huntley. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again. Huntley escaping the pressure right. That's taken in by Higgins. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Huntley. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
It's just me and you.
Looking to throw. Huntley. He finds his running back, Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
He's coming. Check him. Check him.
On 1st down, Huntley. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson.
Intercepted by the Steelers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. Sutton now to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Haskins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up.
Operating from the gun. Haskins buying time to his left. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Haskins going to throw again. Completion here to Claypool. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
4 yards. It's now 4th down.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Haskins. Flush to his right. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Again, it's Mixon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Operating from the gun, Huntley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On the RPO, that's complete right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Powering his way forward. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calais Campbell on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, Haskins. Ebron with it over the middle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Hey, alert 48.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Marlon Humphrey on the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 20-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Mike, 48. All day, baby. All day, baby. Switch.
From the gun, Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Cordero Patterson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. Extra point now by Boswell. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Steelers 45, Ravens 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all the way up just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. And now here is another interception. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
58, boys, 58.
Now it's Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And shutting him off, now open field. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball at and run the clock out.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Operating from the gun. Huntley, quick slant to Brown. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And they take a knee.
Today's final score, Steelers.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.